welcome back to Mini Chapel. I'm Miss Becca and I'm excited to share some things with you today. To get us started, I want to show you a picture of me and my dad. Growing up, people would call my dad Pastor Dave, Mr. Van Meerbeck, but I didn't have to call him that. He is my dad, so I could call him Daddy or Dad. And I loved being able to do that because on school trips, I could trust that he would be right there to take care of me, and it was a special gift that I got because I am his daughter. I didn't do anything special to be able to call him Dad. It was simply because I am his daughter, and I knew that I could trust him no matter what. Faith, we talked about last week, is believing in God even though we can't see him. Trusting God that he will do what he says he's going to do because God always keeps his promises. And the Bible says in John that anyone who believes in Jesus is God's child, and you can trust him to take care of you. The King of the universe is your Father if you believe in God. Now, this reminded me of a TV show that some of you might know, and some of you might not. It's called Sophia the First. And Sophia the First is a princess. But if you know the story, you know she wasn't always a princess. Her mom married the king, and that is how she became a princess. When Sophia became a daughter of the king, she got a new family and a new name. She had all these privileges or gifts that were hers because she was a daughter of the king. Now this reminded me of you. You might think, Miss Becca, I'm not a prince or a princess. I would say you're right, but God wants to do that for you. God, who is the King of the universe, wants you to be a part of his family. The Bible says this is exactly why Jesus came. Sin keeps us from God. Galatians 4:4-6 says this, "But when the right time came, God sent his Son. God did this so that he could buy freedom for those who were under the law. His purpose was to make us his children." Being a child of God comes with all kinds of gifts. It means that you can be forgiven from your sin, live with him forever, talk to him at any time, and he will always be with you. If you are not already God's child, I want you to think about that. Take some time. It's a choice that only you can make, but you can make that choice. And when you make that choice, you can have a personal relationship with God, the King of the universe. He loves you and wants you to be a part of his family. So right now, I just want you to think about if you have done that before. And if you haven't, you can tell God that you want to be his child right now. And here are some ways you can do that. Pray to him and say, I know that I sin by thinking and saying and doing things that make you sad. I believe that Jesus came, lived a perfect life, and died on a cross for my sin, and rose again, showing that he is powerful over sin and over death. And I believe that because I believe in Jesus, that he has saved me, and I am forgiven, and I am your child. And I want to choose to believe in you today. If you would like to do that, please do that today. And tell your teacher. I'm sure they would love to hear from you. And if you have questions, message them. We're here and we want to answer any questions you have because this is the most important decision that you can make. God made you, loves you, and wants a personal relationship with you. Till next time, Mini Chapel. Bye.